Norway's Hurtigruten is the poster boy for cargo travel. 121 years ago, the fleet started as a postal service up the west coast of Norway, linking what were isolated communities. Now, though, it's become an attraction in its own right, taking tourists from the UNESCO World Heritage City of Bergen up the west and then the north coast to Kirkenes, not far from the Russian border.
Make room for the king.
And it's crossing the Arctic Circle that's one of the chief attractions here, with a creepy special guest and an unpleasant welcome ceremony. All the fun aside, there's still a crucial social function that the Hurtigruten provides.
In the winter time, there are times where even the planes are not landing. In all the small villages along the coast of Norway, there are airports, but sometimes the wind or the weather is so bad that only the ships can come in. So obviously it's very, very important to get somewhere.
Meanwhile, if you're in the Far East, how about a mammoth Pacific crossing? The Hanjin line sails from Busan in South Korea all the way to Long Beach in California, and you should be at sea for 10 days. Departure times are unreliable, so be prepared for a long wait. This is a bona fide cargo ship. And these trips are not that much cheaper than your average cruise liner holiday, but there's one way you could travel on a freighter and actually get paid for it. Christoph Schwartz travelled to Shanghai from Hamburg via Rotterdam alone for the most part, on a container ship, and made a film about it. He got a job as a ship steward, there to look after the hundreds of shipping containers. But a word of caution if you're thinking about this route. The isolation and boredom did start to cause Christoph to exhibit some fairly eccentric behaviour towards the end of the trip. But for Scott Moots, the cargo ship adventure was inspirational. He took an 11-day journey from North Carolina to Antwerp in Belgium.
For me personally, I had quit my job and I'd been living abroad for a while, so I don't have a permanent residence anymore. And I just was trying to rediscover what my true passions were, and I needed time away from the noise of life and everything else. And for me, that was quite valuable. I was quite happy to be by myself and reflect on the things that I've done and what do I want to do next. So if you're in that kind of part of your life, that might be a good one.
Scott paid $2,000 for this trip, but was it really worth it?
It depends on many different aspects of how you value your trip. If you're trying to get from point A to point B quickly and cheaply, not the best value. But if you're trying to have a good long voyage and discover yourself and read a lot of books, tons of value.